Splatoon 3 is not done with updates just yet. In this video, I'll go over every single reason why that is and what we might be getting for the future. We're not going to talk about my new look, my glasses. I have no idea what I'm talking about. In one of my most recent videos where I talk about Nintendo is splitting up its EP5 team, so basically the Animal Crossing and Splatoon team into two, a lot of people were talking about how Splatoon 3 weren't done yet. And it's funny because in the process of recording this video, more information came out that I wasn't aware of, so I had to re-record a video. But specifically, Pixel Trip and so did Half Sanitize, which did a massive comment talking about it. So thank you guys so much for commenting on the videos. And if you want to guys comment on this one, let's show it up in another video. But basically, there's a lot of reasons why Splatoon 3 isn't actually done with content updates, which means many things. Let's just start with the reasons why we still might be getting content updates. The first reason being Splatoon 3 Japan's Twitter account might have made an oopsie. So you're probably wondering like, oh, this is just a normal picture showcasing, you know, the recent update. This happens a lot on Japan's Twitter, but one of these gear items is not like the other. And I'm going to show you what their current image is. So this is the current one that's currently on their Twitter. And this is what it was before. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this Inkling's shoes is a gear that is currently unobtainable, but that is in the game files. But yeah, out of all the gear that's on here, his shoes are currently unobtainable, which means that we might be getting more gear. It is actually the Octoling's shoes. I believe it's specifically called Neo Octoling's boots. So they're in the game file, just currently not obtainable. When it comes to these two images on the Splatoon Japan Twitter, this was about up for like maybe 20-30 minutes, and then they immediately knew they messed up and reposted it via this one. So them reposting the image definitely shows that they messed up. Another thing that I'd like to point out is inside the Splatoon Raiders announcement trailer that showcased update 10.0, there is this box right up here on the, and this isn't currently in the game. Like if you were to go onto this map, I forgot what map it is, to be honest, it's not gonna be there. So there's definitely tweaks to maps that haven't been implemented just yet. Of course, this could be a development build just for the trailer specifically. I think a big reason why a lot of people are also thinking we're still getting updates is because of third kits. We just got a bunch of brands adding third kits to a lot of different weapons, but not all of them. A lot of people are thinking that they might be Sheldon's picks, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, it happened near the end of each game's life cycle. But when it comes to the collection that we got currently, I definitely think the collection that we got is called Splatlands collection, and I could totally see like an Inkopolis collection. Going into this image from Yaga on Blue Sky, he's basically saying that there's 29 third kits added, 30 third kits added, which means that there is 34 third kits left that, you know, could be open. And that's kind of an even update cycle when, you know, if they added 30 now, who says they can't add another 30 to fill out the rest? And then that'll just kind of leave like maybe 4 weapons, 4 kits kind of unaccounted for, which I think is very fine. And there are 15 weapons that used to have third kits that are left out, including iconic ones like the Grim Range Blaster. So all these weapons that you see right here used to have third kits, but currently don't. Then going into the kits, the special distribution and the sub distribution is kind of all over the place. So of course, adding third kits would then even out the distribution to kind of make each sub and special appear a little bit more frequently. Because right now, as you can see of the images on here right now, the distribution is a little all over the place. Splat bombs being at the top, and you know, we got Tenta missiles all the way at the bottom. So this is something that they could fix by, you know, adding more third kits, is evening out the distribution. And of course, with there being 30-ish weapons that need a third kit, it just makes a lot of sense. We're actually closing in on the 3rd anniversary of Splatoon 3, that being this September, or this September 9th. And with that, it'd make perfect sense for them to do another content drop. Because right now, if you were to go into the recon page, since they added Urchin Underpass, a whole section of the recon is just one map. So I think maybe adding at least 2 more stages makes a lot of sense. Maps like Salt Spray Rig, which are currently dead on the Wii U, because I don't think there's any way that we could play it. Yeah, because if, let's just say Salt Spray Rig doesn't even make it into Splatoon 3, it'll kind of just be abandoned on the Wii U console. So I'd be surprised if it doesn't return into Splatoon 3. As well as there's no Splatfest private battles, and normally that is an option that gets added during the last update. In Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, we got those. So an idea of an anniversary update makes a lot of sense. But with that, the question is the anniversary update the last one? And personally, I think that actually might be the case, because if they add another 30 kits, just like they did this update, that means there's probably going to be no more third kits that really need to be added, minus like 4. They could add 2 more stages that then fills out the recon. They could add private battle for that update, or sorry, Splatfest private battle for that update. And I think that would honestly be a good send-off to Splatoon. But there is a possibility they could just do 2 different sets to prolong the life of Splatoon 3. Because the reason why I think that the anniversary update isn't the last one, is our distance from Splatoon 4. And it all kind of depends on when Splatoon Raiders comes out as well. If Splatoon Raiders is our holiday title, I think the anniversary update will be the last update we'll get for Splatoon 3. If it is not, I think we're going to be seeing at least 2 more content drops, one being for the anniversary and then one being somewhere in between there. They could do 1 stage, 1 kit for each of those updates. Sorry, 1 stage, 1 kit collection for each of those updates. One thing I forgot to mention is normally when the final stage gets added, they say it. In Splatoon 1 and in Splatoon 2, the Sheldon's Picks update, where they added those collections, stated that that was the final update. Splatoon 3 actually did the same thing for Bone Rattle Arena for Salmon Run, them saying it was the final stage, map, whatever you want to call it. We have yet to get that for Splatoon 3 normal maps and kits. So it is worth noting that, you know, that's a possibility. I think we all thought that the Grand update was the final one, but I'm glad to see that the game is getting a lot more. We will probably get more information regarding this update and Splatoon Raiders on the next Nintendo Direct, whether that be in July or September. It could honestly be a Nintendo Today app news drop as well, because it being September 9th, it's a little too close in September for it to be in a Direct. I'm talking about its anniversary, by the way, because if they were to line it up with Splatoon 3's anniversary, it would have to be before the 9th where the announcement comes out. And considering Splatoon Raiders and the 10.0 announcement got dropped on Nintendo Today, I'm pretty sure they could do that again. But if we were to get a Direct this month, this month in July, it'll most likely be there alongside, hopefully, a release date of Splatoon Raiders. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Is there anything else in Splatoon you guys like me to talk about? Because I appreciate your comments. They're honestly amazing. But I think that's about it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm CraftyTip1, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.